All right, guys. So I did a 9-minute video on my YouTube channel over a year ago about the American Dream, and I got a lot of positive feedback about it. Is there an American Dream reality for most, or is it really an American nightmare for the average American family? Now, I made this video because I felt like there's a lot of things that the American Dream has gotten away from when it was originally phrased and coined. And in today's time, it's more centered around materialism or job status, income status, and it's not centered around things that it actually stood on, like principles of seeking like morality, equality, freedom, things like that. That's what it originally was founded on. But it's changed to materialism. So let's jump into the history of what is the American Dream. I'm going to do probably a couple parts on this because it's hard to condense in 3 minutes. So this is part one. So the American Dream, let's go back to the Great Depression in the 1930s. That term was used a lot. And at that time, it was really intended for many people to come from one location to America in hopes of creating a newfound better life for them. So they were building it on equality. They were trying to build it on, people going from a rags to riches type of story, and then just making like their dreams come true, doing whatever they wanted. Now, keep in mind, during this time, college and, like people worked in factories or they worked on a farm. So college was not the norm for most people. Now you fast forward to the 70s and 80s, the American Dream was used again, but this time the factories and the farm system, started to take decrease because people started joining the military, and they would use the military to pay for their college and acquire other skills to be able to create other jobs and more opportunities to make more money than being on a farm or a factory. So people started being like, this sounds great. So in our parents' lifetime, if you're a child of the 80s, in our parents' lifetime, going to college was marketed so heavily to their generation, it seemed like the greatest thing to do at that time. But what they didn't realize is at that time, college started slowly going up in their fees, started charging a lot more for tuition, and inflation started going up. And now you come to 2023 from the 1980s, going to college in the 80s was a lot cheaper than going to college today. Okay. People have so much massive student loan debt, and it just continues to reoccur each generation because kids are being pushed to go to college immediately out of high school, and the game has changed. Now you got to have a master's degree. It used to be have a high school diploma. Then it used to be have a bachelor's degree. Now it's have a master's degree as the minimum for a lot of jobs, or 10 plus years experience or whatever. And a lot of these people are acquiring more massive debt than they are acquiring any type of asset or income. Once they go to college, most college students are in debt than they are making money. To me, that's crazy. Majority of the world doesn't have massive college debt like America does. It's backwards. How do you get in debt before making money? How do you learn about how to cut open a frog before you learn how to own a home? So here's part two coming up. Stay tuned.